Cup of Joe.
Guys. This is not financial advice. This is just my suggestion, my thoughts, based on my knowledge and quote-unquote expertise in the crypto markets. So, for today's topic, Gainez Nation, I will be talking to you guys about the best crypto trading / hodling strategy for you in 2021. Q4 2021 is going to be the biggest, baddest, strongest leg of this bull market. And unfortunately, it may be the last. Some are saying we're going to see an extension into the early months of 2022. Probably January and February, and we die off in March. But nobody really knows. So the best you can do is prepare for the next 3 months, which is pretty much a shoo-in guarantee. And if it doesn't work out, then prepare for the next 3 months. Because a 3-month strategy at this point of the bull market is better than a 6-month strategy. So if you're going to be putting your money into crypto, again, this is not financial advice, I wouldn't recommend laddering in. I would recommend, while Bitcoin's not beating all-time highs again, while altcoins aren't exploding all at once, I recommend choosing your bags, putting in your money, and letting it ride. So, in our past video, we were talking about strategies, right? We have the shotgun, where you pick your coins in different narratives and different risk tolerance sets. And then there's sniper, where you need to be hands-on, full-on, full-time research on the different narratives and selecting a few coins that could explode ASAP, get as much money as you can in there, ride the pump, and then reallocate into coins that are about to pump next. So that's way more difficult. But for you, who may or may not be a noob to crypto, what would be the best strategy for you? Let's say you're not the best when it comes to identifying the narratives, analyzing the fundamentals. Well, here with Team Gainez at Crypto with Joe, you know very well that we're here for you. But how would you do it without us, without the paid group, without the Twitter, without YouTube from everywhere else? How would you do it? Well, first you have to manage your risk. So let's step aside from the strategies of shotgun and sniper and all these other things. Let's talk about your risk. Why are you in crypto? Have you asked yourself this? How much money do you need? Do you have things to pay for? Are you taking a loan and sacrificing your life savings just to get more money? Is it out of greed? Well, here at Team Gainez, we have 3 rules, very, very important rules that all of you should know. Number 1, don't be greedy. What does this mean? Well, for people who are already in profits, some of them are so greedy that they want so much more profits that they don't take profits. They don't sell. It's not your money until you sell, until you liquidate. So they ride it all the way down, and then they lose everything because they're too greedy. Another thing is, they're too greedy to enter because the price is a little bit high, so they're saying, hey, I'm just going to wait more for the price to go down before I buy. Now that explanation, it can be a little bit contradicting to rule number 2, which is be patient. Sometimes you gotta be patient and wait for the right time to enter the market. You can't be too early, you can't be too late. It's gonna help you if you're a technical analyst, of course, and that's what we're here for at Crypto with Joe. But, sometimes, if you like a price, that's what matters. If you don't like the price, then don't buy it, don't sell it. And at the same time, if you're at a loss, why would you liquidate your coin in a bull market? Why would you liquidate your coin at a loss? You have to be patient for the price to flip so that you can sell it in profits. Alright? So, that's a huge tip for you guys. In a bull market, everything's going to turn profitable, and you will get your chance to liquidate at profits at some point. If you have the patience to wait it out, you're going to be in profits eventually, regardless of the narrative, regardless of the money flow, unless you're waiting till the very end. Because in the very end, if you catch the biggest dip into the market crash of the bear market, you're going to have to wait 4 years for the whole market cycle to recover. But again, it comes back to being patient. If you can wait that 4 years, why not? And then the third rule is that there's always another trade. sometimes when you're interested in a coin and all of a sudden it pumps 30, 40, 50%, just like the coins we're watching right now, Cardano, UBX, Veracity, these are Solana pumped by so much the other day. There was Phantom, there was AVAX. If you missed all of that, who cares? Don't FOMO into this. Don't FOMO into these big green candles and buying just because everyone's talking about it and just because it multiplied by 10. Anticipate and figure out the next coin to buy. So, let's dive right into it, Gainez Nation. Aside from those 3 rules, you have to assess your risk tolerance. What does this mean? Are you in crypto because you have to make an urgent payment? Like, are you in it just to get quick gains in and out? Well, guess what? These are the types of people that come in, they lose a lot of money real quick because they don't know what they're doing, they're chasing green candles, and before you know it, they're at a loss and telling everyone that crypto is a scam. If you're in it for at least 3 months and you do the right thing, you can be very, very profitable. But hey, that's not financial advice. Some people go in it 3 months and they're at a huge loss no matter what type of guidance are given to them. So you have to assess your own risk. Because if you're in crypto and you want to make a profit because you need to pay for something, let's say you have a debt, you have a wedding coming up, you have to pay your hospital bills, you have a child on the way, you have to pay for your school bills. If that's the reason why, then that means you have liability. That means you have responsibility. And the deeper you dive into crypto market, the higher your risk is. Investing in any way or form is a risk, no matter what anyone tells you, no matter how much you know about the market, no matter how good you are in TA or FA, there's always a risk. So my suggestion is you have to analyze how much money you exactly need based on your capital. And if you need a 2x or a 3x, if it's anything under 5x, you're going to want to be in the safest assets. Bitcoin can do a 2x or 3x, and that's the number one safest asset in the crypto industry right now. Ethereum can do a 3x to 5x. Maybe you'll be lucky with a 5x. But it can definitely do a 3x. It can probably do a 4x. And when it comes to safety, Ethereum is backed by multiple institutions. It's gone a long way from where it was in 2017. And you're going to hear the same thing about almost every coin in the top 10 to top 15 minus the meme coins like Doge. Doge is always going to be a higher risk. All right? So when I'm talking about, managing your risk and defining which altcoins you should go into, I'll just give you a quick rundown. Bitcoin can do a 2x, 3x from here. Maybe 100,000 is the top, and that's a little under 2x, but there's a big doubt that you'll lose any money. Ethereum, big doubt that you'll lose any money, and that's a 3x, 4x. BNB, when the market goes into the altcoins and people are super bullish and FOMOing into different altcoins that they've never heard of, it's going to start with BNB. So I think BNB can 3x to 5x, maybe even a 6x from here. And there's going to be a narrative for exchange tokens, and it's always going to start with BNB. So BNB is fairly safe, especially because it's a type of token that can survive a bear market. Tether won't move. So if you're a noob, you should know the difference between a true altcoin and a stable coin. So USDT, USDC, USD, these coins, they don't increase in price or value. Right? So number 5, there's Cardano. At 2.16, I think it can go to $8, $10. The risk with Cardano is that it's a big lagger. So if you get into it, make sure you have the patience and you have the understanding that the ecosystem is growing. It's just establishing itself. It's being audited. And it's going to take a while, but when it runs, it's going to run. Right? There's Solana at 198. I think it can definitely go over 300, maybe even 450. In the short term. If we see a blow off top, we'll see a $600 Solana. I'm not expecting anything more from that, especially because it recently just made its biggest run. the market and the community for Solana is strong. So if the bull market extends to next year, then we'll probably see Solana at 800. XRP. So do your research, guys. XRP is a coin that's dealing with a case against the SEC, and that's been here since November 2020. Do you wanna be invested in a coin that's being investigated by a federal agency? Probably not. But if they do win, they can explode. So this is where you have to manage your risk. Can you afford to take that risk of them losing the case and the price devaluating? What's your time frame, right? So I'm telling you guys, my prediction is the next 3 months is pretty much guaranteed. But if you can't wait 3 months, well, then you're probably a moon boy and you should look into safer investments or maybe higher risk for gambling in or out, all in, right? I mean, that's not financial advice. I wouldn't recommend it. But you have to understand that in crypto, beyond 3 months is a huge question mark, and the prices of everything can either explode up or explode down. It's not going to be stagnant. Guaranteed it's not going to be stagnant. But at least what we know from here is that from the next 3 months, October, November, December, is that we will be seeing a price increase. So, next on the list, there's Polkadot. Polkadot, they have huge roadmap for the parachain auctions planned in November and December. So, I would definitely bank on Polkadot. It's currently valued at 43.8. I'm not a huge fan of Polkadot. It's not anywhere near my biggest bags. I do have a HODL bag, only because I started off as a Cardano fan, and by the time the narrative moved back into Polkadot, I was way invested in the higher risk coins such as Veracity. But I think Polkadot has a chance of hitting 150. That's a 3x, guys. So, look, if you have capital and you have 3 months and you need a 3x to 5x and you want to secure those gains, stick to the top 15. You know, rank 11, there's Terra Luna. Rank 12, there's Avalanche. Rank 13, there's Chainlink. Don't go into Shiba Inu. There's Uniswap. There's Litecoin, which may or may not be strong. And then there's Algorand at 19th. But if you remove the stablecoins and the shitcoins, Algorand and Polygon will be your safe bets. Okay, so let's say you don't really need a 2x. Let's say you just want to increase your money by 50%. You want to increase your money by 2x. You're okay with that. And you have 3 months. Well, that means you're able to take in more risk. Because down the coin market ranking, and you can use coinmarketcap.com or coingecko.com, the further down you go, the higher risk there is and the higher reward. But in a bull market, I can almost guarantee that 80% of all the coins in page 1 and page 2, maybe even page 3, 80% of all those coins will at least do a 2x, right? Except for stable coins. I repeat, stable coins don't count. So, if you don't need that much of a multiplier in terms of liability, then you can jump into those other coins. I would put half my portfolio into the safer coins just so that you can guarantee a 2x multiple to pay off your liability. And then I would jump into coins deeper down the market cap ranking. Have some in the upper 50s to 100. Have some invested in the second page of CoinGecko. And have some even invested a very, very small amount, maybe 10% in the third page. If you really want to be a DJ and you want to take high risk, be my guest. Go for the 5th, 6th, 7th page. But here's the point. If you don't have any risk, if you don't have any liability, and you don't care if you lose all your money and you're willing to wait 3 months, even wait 4 years, then that's the only time where you should consider high risk coins as the biggest portion of your portfolio without looking into Bitcoin, without looking into Ethereum, and without looking at the blue chip. You have to manage your risk, right? So this video was supposed to be about strategy, but what you understand based on what I said is that it's more of a discussion of risk. Once you know your risk, then you can jump into the sniper, then you can jump into the shotgun strategies. And for that, Gainez Nation, you have to listen to my other video. So again, this is Joseph Gainez. Hopefully this has been an educational video. If you want Easter egg in this video, buy some UBX, buy some KDA, and if you missed the pumps on that, look into HTR Hather. Alright guys, that's all I'm gonna say for today. Follow us on Telegram and Twitter at CryptoWithJoe. Inquire about the paid groups. Get those gains.
Cup of Joe.